And so the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, has dropped. And my blood is boiling. This is garbage. This is absolute pandering trash from the mouse of ideas. It is a goddamn disgrace. So I am going to go ahead and live watch this damn thing with you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and comment on it after. So here we go. I have it queued up. It is at 000 and I am pressing play now. And the so-called Lucasfilm Limited logo fades in, light playing over it. It is a dead corporation as far as I'm concerned, dead to me. We see Rey, the amazing Wonder Rey, standing in the desert, of course. And she's going to draw her lightsaber here in just a sec. We tilt down and goes ahead and draws it. Now here's something coming. What could this something be? What could it possibly be, I wonder? Well, she's going to face it square on, huh? Every generation has a legend, right? And that legend is the amazing Wonder Rey, of course. It's not going to be Luke. That's not the Skywalker that's rising here. So I guess you got to go ahead and retcon her to be Skywalker, as we all knew. Okay, so it's a TIE fighter. She turns and stoops in the wrong direction, and then she starts running away from it, like that's going to do any good. And then she goes ahead and jumps backwards to get it. This Christmas, prepare for Santa to leave a turd in your fucking stocking. And we've got Kylo there fighting people, fixing his helmet. We got Rey and got Finn and Poe. Looks like, oh, and there's Lando. Oh boy, laughing like an idiot. The saga comes to an end. Yeah, so we got some explosions here. And we've got, oh God, Leia cannot stop hugging Rey. And then a bunch of them come and they see the ruins of the Death Star in the water, and then we hear Palpatine. Or maybe that's the revenant laugh of the lich known as Mickey Mouse at the death of the Star Wars saga. This is pretty goddamn pathetic. What is really insulting here is the narration that Luke Skywalker says as Rey is staring at this approaching TIE fighter. As she's panting and the TIE fighter is approaching and she's staring at it face on, Luke says, "We've passed on all that we know. 1,000 generations live in you now, but this is your fight." And then we see the big display. Every generation has a legend. And that legend, I guess, is Rey, because all the bestest powers now reside in Rey. Well, isn't that special? You know, it's the damnedest thing. But, you know, all the thousands of years of the Force, like, living in Rey, isn't that basically the plot to Avatar: The Last Airbender? Isn't that literally the same fucking premise? So Rey is going to be the bestest ever because all of the Skywalker stuff lives in her. So it must be that she's retconned into a Skywalker. I think that much is pretty goddamn clear. And then we've got a bunch of mishmash of, you know, action shit. We see Billy D. Williams as Lando in the cockpit, and I felt absolutely nothing except disgust that he would allow himself to be used in this way. And then we come to the ruins of the Death Star. It's obviously the ruins of the Death Star. Must be on Endor, I guess. And then we hear Palpatine laughing, so I guess Palpatine is coming back. I love that everybody is coming back except the fucking people that we want. Which was Han and Leia and Luke all together. Not dead, not phony, not having a farewell from the old folks' home, but a goddamn actual adventure with Luke, Han, and Leia. But instead of that, we're going to get Lando limping around, and we're going to get, like, Palpatine, who has somehow managed to survive, which completely ruins the whole goddamn plot of Return of the Jedi, the end of the Star Wars trilogy. It's absolutely disgusting. How the hell did he survive? What's he been doing all this time? I guess what he's been doing is buying Disney stock. And he's been waiting for the day when he would have enough stock to take over the company and then buy Star Wars, and then, the triumph of the evil empire over our heroes. I guess that was actually the point all along. Brilliant, Palpatine. Well played, sir. I guess he changed his name to Iger or Kathleen Kennedy. So basically it could be Palpatine all this time in drag. Wonderful. I suspected something was off about Kennedy. Now we know. When she gets stressed out, she gets wrinkled and her eyes glow. Big surprise there. So what does all this mean? This means nothing. Nothing if you are a fan of Star Wars and you have any self-respect whatsoever. I've said it 100 times before. I will probably say it 1,000 times again before Christmas. Without respect, we reject. It doesn't matter if they dust off Lando. It doesn't matter if they bring Palpatine back from the dead. It doesn't matter if they bring in Snoke, or they have Kylo Ren with his helmet fixed, or they have the amazing Wonder Ray doing backward flips, gymnastics in the desert. It doesn't matter if we have C-3PO firing a bowcaster. It doesn't matter what degradations they put Chewbacca to. I am boycotting this movie, and I'm calling for everyone who is a true fan of Star Wars to boycott this movie. Why? Why does it matter? It matters because they have treated us appallingly. I could not in good conscience go to Star Wars Celebration. What the fuck is there to celebrate? Nothing. They've spat in our face. They've called us racist. They've called us sexists. And we're gonna go ahead and open our wallets to them? Like some poor abused spouse that has to limp back home after getting the hell beaten out of them? Because we have nowhere else to go? We have plenty of other places to go. Home is where the heart is. Well, my home is not with Star Wars, not anymore. And it wouldn't matter if it was the bestest damn Star Wars movie of all time. Without an apology, without a shift away from these tactics of alienating and denigrating the audience, we must say no. Fandom, with wallets closed. That should be our motto. Without respect, we reject, people. It's never been more important than it is now. Doomcock is holding a live stream tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Friday, tonight. I hope you will join me as we discuss this outrage, as well as Star Trek Discovery and the Orville. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, boycott Star Wars. Without respect, we reject. God damn it. Stay angry.